Man. Man, I didn't want to start it up. I was digging it. I'm gonna let it ride. And the sorrows, the joys and the triumphs. And there's a song somewhere waiting for you to tell your story. Your story. What's up? Good evening, everyone. It's your boy Loser Lou, just sitting in the back of the room, the west side of San Antonio. It's like 9:45. It's March 24th. Feels great outside. I'm gonna go back outside and drink more. So tonight, I'm tripping that this is made in my own backyard. Like this is amazing music. This is dope. I love this, Remo. I got some fun people tonight. Got my boy Jace from Forum Sound. If they want to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
You can hit me up on Instagram, Jace_Spocky, Forum_Sound, and sub_space160.
Hey, can you spell out Jace for me real quick?
JACESPOCKEY.
There you go. That's my boy Jace. That's my boy Jace. Next to him is Sergeant Remo.
Yeah, you can find me on all the platforms. Sergeant Remo, that's SGTREMO.
And next to Remo is Raymundo.
What's up? You can find me on Instagram, Domser, DOMESR_210.
And like I said before, this is Sergeant Remo that we're listening to. I really like this.
That's what's up.
How long you been making music?
For about 20 years now. Yeah.
Damn. Hell yeah. I mean, when I was looking through your iTunes right now, like you got a huge catalog, bro.
Yeah, there's a few songs on there. Yeah.
So what? Are you a San Antonio native?
No, man. I've been all over, man. But I've been living here from 2014. The end of 2013, I moved to San Antonio, and I've been here since. You know.
So you dig it?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What about you, Jace?
Born and raised, yeah.
Right here in San Antonio?
Yes, sir.
Oh, damn.
First generation.
Go. What about you, Ray?
Same. Yep,
Well, I'm a little gassy. My bad.
Yeah, me too. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I swear I met you in another life, Ray. I knew you from the past. I remember we caught up about that like a while back, but man, that just...
Yeah, I think we hung around the same circles.
Yeah.
Like way back in the day.
Yeah, like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So what? Where you from, Remo?
Well, I was born in Juarez, Mexico. You know, right on the border with El Paso. You know, so I was there until about 9 years old. You know, then I came over to El Paso, and I went to school there and all of that. I graduated high school, and then I joined the Navy and rolled out. You know, so.
Oh, okay. Well, so you went worldwide?
Yeah, been all over.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So what? You I know you like got those speakers. I've seen those amazing speakers. Like I remember y'all brought them out during Friends of Sound, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
When was that? Like a couple months ago?
Well, we've been
that was a while
busy.
back,
yeah,
right?
It was like October.
Yeah, that was a little while ago.
September.
Yeah.
That was my birthday weekend.
Yeah.
So I heard you make those speakers?
Yeah, that's King Remo sound system. You know, that's a custom made sound system that was built by hand. You know, by me. You know, and from design to everything. You know, so
sick.
Yeah.
So how'd you get into that? How'd you roll into that? That's something you don't hear every day.
You know, it's just a culmination of things. You know, I mean, of course, you know, I'm a reggae artist first. You know, that's the first thing. You know, but just being immersed in the culture, you know, I learned about sound systems first from hearing it in the music when people talk about it. You know, and like dancehall music and sound system music, and then from going down to Jamaica and actually seeing the sound systems down there, like in person, and just seeing like these massive walls of speakers, you know, and it was just like impressive, you know.
Yeah.
So when you combine that with just a passion for the music and the culture, and then me being somebody that likes doing woodwork, and has always been into like audio, so like finally I put all my my interests together, and and combine them all into one project, and that was King Remo Sound System, which is still here,
Well, they're impressive looking, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's always a treat when I see those going up. It's like, damn, it's going down tonight.
Yeah, we don't bring it down just for anything, So if you see the sound, then we're gonna do a nice session,
Hey, Jace, how long you been DJing?
Shit, 2011, something like that.
Oh damn.
Started on 2 busted Newmark plastic turntables, shitty little mixer. Actually, it's the. It's fine. Yeah, it's not the best mixer, but Zerk has it now.
Shout out Zerk. That's pretty funny.
But,
Hey, so how long you been doing Forum Sound?
Started in 2017.
So what? How did it start out? Because I know, like now, like I like the Twitch thing you're doing in the backgrounds and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was always like recording sessions was always part of it. Streaming didn't get like ironed out until recently, but yeah, it came about from Subculture, because Subculture was a collective of like some other bigger name producers in the underground scene, and then that fell apart, and then me and this other dude from Subculture did Forum, and we wanted to be the opposite of Subculture, which is kind of like elitist, and they won't mind me saying it because it's true, kind of elitist, real closed knit, like nobody could everyone had to vote on every little thing that had to be done, you couldn't really just do anything.
So what, for the people that don't know what Forum Sound is, can you break it down real quick?
So it's the opposite of that. It's open format collective. Anyone can be a part of it. Any genre, as long as you're cool. There's some genres I don't really care for, but you're still allowed to play it. And yeah, just have fun and just drink some beers. Have a good time.
What about you, Ray? What about you, Dumser? How long you been DJing?
Since 2009, but I got to give a shout out to my boy Josh, Jace, because
Mr. Spocky?
Yeah. He's been like this dude since I met him. We clicked immediately. I'll tell you about that, but we clicked like immediately.
Well, let us know you brought it up.
Well, he was at the show that I was spinning at, and
where at?
One of these like alley raves. They were called Dream City Beneath.
DCB parties.
Yeah.
The one that Bird used to throw.
Yeah.
Burke holder.
JDS lasers, all that.
Yeah. I was there. I partied there a few times.
Yeah, so we met at that and we just started chilling. But that's like that's the vibe. With Josh.
I paid $10 just to see him.
But he
hell yeah.
So that's it. So my side of that story is I'm getting off the bus. I'm basically homeless at this time.
Oh damn.
And I get off the bus.
That's no fun.
And I hear this tune that I recognize, and it's like a deep cut, like an old school, like heavy tune. And just in the middle of downtown, I'm like, what the fuck? So I literally follow the music to him, and they're like, what's the cut? $10? Like, fuck it, dude. I just saw his set, bounced. I just said, hey, dude, that was sick. Took off, and then somehow, maybe through Instagram, someone tagged him.
We have a mutual friend, Cafe, who
Cafe.
just kind of like linked it up.
Yeah.
And but anyway, so I started spinning back in 2009, and just like Josh, I had like a real shitty like setup. It was literally called Stanton DJ in a Box. It's a fucking cheesy name like that. And it came with 2 decks and this like shitty mixer.
Hey man, everyone's got to start somewhere.
True. I mean, that's how I learned how to spin like, vinyl, beat matching, that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started spinning back then. I've always been into the like underground rave scene, underground, electronic music and shit. Like the early 2000s. Shit, I wish I would have got into it back then, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, I linked up with Jace. I don't know, maybe like I must have been like 2014. So I was like spinning for like 5 years, and my homies were the ones throwing that, and someone like backed out of that alley rave.
Oh, the Dream City Beneath.
Yeah, and they hit me up like literally the day of, and we're like, "Hey, the opener dipped. You want to spin?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Man, I used to love those parties. They were so
Me
organized.
too, man.
Like,
that's why I was like, "Shit."
Like, cops would show up on their bikes, and they'd be like, "Well, we heard the music. We were following the music. Like, oh, you guys got like someone watching the door. We'll leave y'all alone."
Yeah,
it was always like, "Damn, that's what's up."
Yeah, it was
Because they, they had the alley covered and everything like that.
Yeah, man. I really like them because it had those like proper underground vibes.
Yeah.
You know, like I always feel like when I think about DJing,
That house was crazy. Did you ever check out the house that was connected to it?
well, my
Shout
friend,
out Burkholder. Shout out Will.
yeah, Will.
Yeah.
It was like a shop with like
it was a
living
machine
quarters,
shop. It was a what was it? A spring shop.
but there was like a legit like
Yeah.
There
apartment.
was a straight up house. Yeah.
yeah, it was dope.
Beautiful house.
Nice.
Did you ever go on the inside? The
Yeah,
inside was
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like the stairs on the side, they were all elegant.
I think we went right after like one of those shows somewhere in South at the spot that you used to manage, the Tiki Bar,
Oh, Concrete Jungle.
Concrete Jungle.
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
there one
We
night.
used to play there.
Really?
Subculture used to play there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Man, those were real drunk times.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. That was like one of the regular nights that we had.
Crazy.
But we went there one night after, and I was like, damn, okay. Because Will had like a sick DJ setup.
Yeah.
Basically like what Josh has now, like just top of the line shit.
Did you ever see like the incinerator, the oven they had in there?
In the shop area, right? Yeah.
Did you ever hear the story behind that?
No, I don't think so.
They burned someone in that a long time ago.
For real?
Yes, bro. It's a crazy story. I need
No,
to
they
remember
didn't.
it. I'm gonna have to remember
They
that
didn't.
shit.
I don't know.
It was before it was in like Burkholder's family. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Mafia type shit.
Something. It was rowdy. But yeah, man, those DCB parties were good nights.
They were, man. And that's what I'm saying. They remind me of like the old, not to be like all old man fucking DJ guy, but you know, like the new school shit, the big festivals, they had them back then, but they had a different vibe.
Yeah.
It was just like different vibes back then. But there would be places I would go to raves and it would just have like a vibe like, shit, are we supposed to be here? Like, I don't think we should be here. But those are like, I like that.
Yeah.
You know? And that's kind of like the alley kind of vibe had. What was it in that?
Yeah, man, those were good times. They were definitely like, it was different. It was different than what was going on. So what you spinning nowadays?
Sound system music, you know, anything with like heavy bass, a lot of fast stuff, you know.
Hey, so the track that we opened up with, Jace actually chose the track.
Yeah. Yeah, you asked for one and he recommended that one. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
let it
heavy
ride.
tune, man. Have you played it on the sound system yet?
No, I haven't. I don't think I have.
That's a shame.
I should, right?
You got to play that tomorrow.
All right, we can make that happen.
So what? Where's your show at tomorrow? What's going down tomorrow?
So tomorrow we're doing a show over at Caribbean Mix, which is the 4-year anniversary of King Remo Sound System, which is, you know, March of 2018 is when we started in Sound System. That was our first show, March 22nd, you know. So we're not like too far off. You know, we're almost to the date, you know. 4 years, you know, we're still here. So that's tomorrow. You know, we got the Brethren McPullish coming down from Austin. You know, another Texas dub producer, you know, who's been doing it for a long time.
Who's that one more time?
McPullish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a producer from Austin, but you know, he performs like live dub. You know, he like mixes live, you know. So he's coming down for that. We got Mighty Monks on the bill. We got Jay Spocky on the bill, of course. And we got the Brethren Soulfire coming in from Galveston. You know, he's another reggae artist, reggae vocalist, you know.
Might have a guest set by Domeser.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And where's that going down tomorrow?
It's a Caribbean Mix. It's on Broadway, 8816 Broadway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, shit. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Congrats on the 4 years.
Yeah, for sure.
So what, you have a whole band?
No, it's a sound system show, you know. We're bringing out the full sound system, which...
Oh, the speakers.
Yeah. It's, you know, it's DJs and vocalists, you know. It's like...
But
It's a sound system vibe, you know what I mean?
Do you rock it with a band, a live band ever?
I have, yeah.
Yeah?
I have. We did my birthday party. We used the sound system with a band and DJs, you know, and it sounds just as good, you know what I mean? So that's what's up.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly with the band. Like the kick drum and shit. Like you can, it really
kicks.
comes. Like, damn.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you know. But tomorrow we're bringing out the full sound, you know. So we're bringing out all 6, you know. So I don't really bring the whole sound not too much, you know, but we're
So you're telling me
that
that when you stack them up, it's 6 speakers?
you probably just seen 4, you know. There's 4
Yeah.
of each, but there's 6, you know. But I don't really get to bring them all out too often, you know. So tomorrow we're gonna bring it all out.
Oh shit! Hell yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I don't think I've seen the whole thing. No.
I just remember what I saw at Friends of Sound.
It was 4, yeah. That
Yeah?
was
Yeah,
4.
that was 4.
That's most places I bring 4, you know. Unless it's something special, you know, we don't really bring out all 6, you know. It could be too much, you know. If it's a small space, you know, it could be a little too much, you know.
So what's the subspace?
Excuse me. Subspace is
It's a lot to take into some people. You know what I mean? Because like,
it's weird.
yeah.
It's pretty weird. But I mean, that's the point of it, honestly. Like, I don't want it just to be footwork, juke, you know, bounce. I want it to be a little more in the experimental range, and so we might be getting some like jungle at 160 mixed in with some dubstep, mixed in with some reggae, mixed in with some techno, you know, some kind of hybrid shit. Stuff like that. You know, it's basically form sound, but it's just structured a little. It's more streamlined to where there's kind of a theme to it.
Okay.
Because basically form sound, that's what we're playing anyway. But I was like, well, let me get these guys together and put a crew together, you know.
Oh,
Which is also basically Night Shift, because they've also started playing that stuff too. So I'm like, well, come on in, you know, like I'm not gonna not like tell them no if they want to play. You know, so yeah, they're part of it too.
Hey, so how'd y'all meet?
Through Zerk.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he started coming through when I was doing like the live streams and doing the green screen during the lockdown, and then he started bringing he brought Ease over. We would have game night. We had like tabletop games. We'd be playing for hours. Ease was in there just like, you know, learn how to DJ again.
I know he was trying to come out tonight.
Oh, word?
Yeah. He told me he talked to you about it.
Man, nobody tells me nothing, dude. I swear to God. I swear everyone.
Because I was just like, yo, you can come by if you want. I don't care. Just ask Jace, make sure it's cool. He was just like, oh, I got it. Don't worry.
This was Ease?
Yeah.
Nah, no one tells me anything.
Fucking Gabe.
Shout
That's
out
funny.
Ease, man.
Is that his name? Jeez, dude, I've known him for a year already, and I still didn't know his real name.
I knew his name, but never say it. It's always Ease.
Yeah, I'm scared to like call them by their real names because I don't know if it's disrespectful or what.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing, bro. Like,
I don't know.
when you're like, when I'm meeting someone, or I'm sorry, introducing someone to like one of them, I'm like, shit, do I say
To one of
Ease or like gay? Because like I went to a show with Pleasant the other day. Shout out Pleasant. Model.
Uh-oh, what model?
Model.
What model do?
No, I just like some of my friends were there, and I was like, should I introduce him as Pleasant or Model? Like, what the fuck do I say? I was just like, Pleasant. It's just weird calling him Model. I don't know, bro. You call him that all the time, right? I don't know.
Yeah, that's you most of the time.
It's weird because like when people were like, yeah, this is Domzer, I'm like, hey, what's up? You can call me Raymond.
Yeah, honestly, I prefer being called Josh.
Yeah.
But they won't ever call me that.
But even like I'm okay with it because this was a name that was like given to me way before DJing.
That's your high school name, right?
Yeah. Because I used to be like hella skinny with a big fucking head.
So why they call you Doomser?
That's why. A dome.
Oh, I get it.
That's why, man. Yeah. And then a lot of my homies were taggers, and you know, we've talked about like it's just like a tagger thing to put like the SR at the end of something, right?
Yeah,
where that
so
comes
like
from?
Domzer, and I was just like, okay,
That clicks now. I was this whole time. I was like,
That's what's up. Yeah, I didn't know the story, yo.
yeah,
It's good to know the story.
yeah. No, it's basically because I have a big head. That's what it chalks down to.
Well, you grew into it.
Yeah, right.
So what? How'd you get the name Jace?
just space jockey.
Yeah.
But just I switched the letters around. I know Ray's not a fan of that, but
Oh, fuck that.
What, from Aliens?
nah, like switching letters and names.
Like
kind of
like calm
Trues.
cruise.
Oh, I got you. Oh, space. Oh, I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. Duh.
That's why when people call me Jace, they just think it's my name. so it doesn't make sense. That's
Well,
why
I mean,
just-
that sounds like a name. You know what I mean?
No, it is.
It is a name.
Yeah, people are
it's
named Jace.
Jace,
That's why
yeah.
everyone says like. So
No, the whole Jace Spocky thing. That just sounds like.
that sounds like a name.
That's not. I mean, if it suits you.
That would be
okay.
a pretty sick name. Like your real name, Jake Spocky. Yeah,
I get spooky a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I get Domzer. I'm like
Domzer?
Dom or Dahmer. I'm like, dude,
Dahmer.
Bro, no, I always crack up because when I go by loser or whatever, but for the longest time, people would be like, "Well, cheer up." It's just like, bro, get out of here. I got great self esteem. It's just like my initials,
yeah.
just crammed together. Boom, that's it.
Oh, okay, I got you. Makes sense.
So how'd you get the name Remo?
Man, that was given to me by a friend. When I was in the Navy, man, a long time ago, this dude just started calling me Remo, and I was like, why you calling me Remo? He's like, oh, cause you're like older than us, and you're like that old guy in some some Italian movie or some shit, Cause they were all like 20 years old, and I was like 22 or something like that. You know what I mean? They were all like 19. And I was like a couple years older than them, so I don't know. So it was Remo, and then that just stuck, like any old good nickname, and then the Sergeant Remo was given to me by one of my mentors, in New Mexico. And
Man, you really have been all over the place.
yeah, I've lived in a lot of places, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of how that name came about.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, even now, like I know the night shift guys are like, they look up to you and they're very like he's mysterious,
I guess I've always been like
They
this.
whisper
though,
your
you know,
name.
like I mean, but,
It's funny because it's true.
I mean, I just don't
agree.
talk a lot. That's all. You know what I mean? Like I usually just kind of unless you talk to me, then yeah, then I might not shut up, But if you don't talk to me, I'm not gonna talk, So
Hell yeah. So I want to spin one of your tracks, Jace. What was that album called again?
Theories.
What track were you talking about?
It was Robot Jocks.
That's what you're talking about?
Yeah. Go for it. I think this was the second collab me and Aaron did.
sick. Have you played this on the sound?
I like playing this at once.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries.
So is this all you?
This is me and Aaron. Ooh yeah, or oh yeah. I forget how he pronounces it, but yeah,
Like the Kool-Aid Man?
yeah. Something.
Oh yeah.
That might have been.
You can't say it any other way.
Oh yeah.
The only way it could be said, you know.
But yeah, that's my boy. Been homies since middle school, and he introduced me to my first crack copy of Fruity Loops.
Oh yeah.
Got me making beats and stuff.
Is that what this is? This is a product of?
Yeah. Yeah, we still use Fruity Loops to this day. Sitting outside waiting for our parents to pick us up, listening to drum and bass mixes and trance
Damn.
CDs.
What was your first drum and bass experience?
Oh, it was just a mix. I
Yeah.
didn't even remember what the name was. Like, he just, hey, listen to this. And
I just remember Moonshine Records.
Shine Records, yeah.
They had a lot of like
Yeah.
badass talent.
The name that I remember the most from when I was young, like 6th or 7th grade, was like George Acosta. It was like a big trance
Oh
name.
yeah.
And yeah, it was, George Acosta. Okay, so and before that, I think he did like Miami bass or something.
Uh huh.
And yeah, that was my introduction to like real like electronic music.
Yeah, man. I was like a teenager in the '90s. You know what I mean? So like I grew up with like
Yeah.
electronic music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I got to see it like all these other genres of like electronic music form.
yeah.
That
You were
I'm
there.
just like, it's all the same now. Like I can hear the differences, but like
It's all
just
starting to
too
mesh.
much, man.
It's starting to mesh together.
A lot,
It's
man.
a lot of
It's
subgenres.
It's a lot.
Did you ever go to any raves and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I used to go to a lot of raves.
Like around that time, like the late
like
'90s,
maybe
early
like
2000s.
99 to like 2010. I raved pretty hard, and then I told myself I had to stop.
Shit, we probably went to the same ones then, dude.
Pretty
'cause I
sure,
was
bro.
like- yeah, I was going hard in the early 2000s when I was like it was like 16, 20s,
Yeah,
but
had a little too much fun.
I really have like sets where because everyone was spinning vinyl back then, right? But
Yeah.
they would have like it'd have on the flyer live PA set, and it'd be like some dude doing some shit that like you didn't even know what the fuck he's doing up there because there's no like turntables. You're like, what?
He's just turning knobs.
He's just like, yeah, turning knobs,
Yeah,
pressing buttons.
straight up.
But he's playing.
I
Like
mean, that's not what it is.
It's a little bit more than that.
he's playing like a live set, right? Like
Yeah.
playing music on the fly. Making music on the fly, I guess, is a better way to put it.
So like, kind of like what Marcus was doing this week.
Yeah. Some kind of version of that, probably. Maybe more intricate. Everyone's got their own little, setup that they like to do.
I don't know. I was on a lot of X and acid back then.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, when ecstasy was
Fentanyl
real
free.
before Molly was around.
Yeah,
you know
when
what I
it
mean?
looked like the top of like an eraser on a pencil.
Yeah.
Instead of powder.
yeah,
Some brown powder.
yeah, ecstasy was something else, man. Like,
I had some rowdy trips though back then. Have you ever had the eye wiggles?
yeah, bro,
Right?
yeah,
it was, like,
yes.
wiggling.
And then you stand by the speakers to get it more.
God damn. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I did that. I stood by the speakers, but I don't think it was for that.
It wasn't intentional.
It wasn't for that. So
Do you, do you remember the Vicks inhalers
yes. Yeah.
or the little light shows?
My daughter was sick, and like her mom was like, "Here, give this to her," and I was like, "It's a Vicks inhaler, bro." I was like,
Or what you like turn it around, and just kind of like blow
"Blow
it into someone's face. Oh my god, when you were rolling, that was the best ever. It was just menthol in your face.
These are the times."
Yeah, man.
Shit, man.
Yeah, this whole Molly thing always kind of like scared me. It took me a while to actually try Molly.
I haven't tried it. Never
it's
tried
good.
it.
It's good. It's just like eggs.
That's actually why I was like asking all those questions the other night, Jace. I was like, "So, what was it like? Was it good? Good experience?" And you're like, "Yeah, it was good," but you did like a pretty small dose, right?
Yeah, if anytime I'm doing like any kind of hard, in quotes, hard drug, like I only do a little bit,
Yeah.
because I always had problems with like, I just go all the way. I just
Bro,
go on benders, dude.
I know what you mean, man.
You know what I mean? So I like, that's how it was with coke, meth, alcohol, all that shit. So I scale it back now, and I'm just like,
Hey, that's a great way to do it, bro.
I barely touch anything at all, if any at all. If anyone's listening,
I know I turn into a party animal, bro. Like it could be bad.
Yeah, no. The only thing I still do, I'm a big drinker. That's about it now. And I smoke some weed sometimes.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same.
Smoke weed every day.
Or Delta
I can finally smoke again, so I'm happy.
Oh, I was gonna ask you. So at those raves, were there sound systems like something like similar to that?
JD, the laser spot you were talking about.
Okay.
Like I've been to a lot of their shows. They were always around.
They had sound systems out there?
Yes, he started out with sound systems, then they moved to lights.
Okay.
I actually used to rent their sound systems when I used to throw MC battles at like Tycoon Flats.
Yeah, I might have heard about those. Like, I think I was too young to get into that.
Yeah, man, it was fun because now I was there with my mom like a few months ago, and like I kind of told her, man, I used to throw shows here, and she just started laughing. She looked around, she was like, wow, like they really made it look nice. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you remember it before it got gentrified, but Tycoon Flats was kind of, it wasn't the greatest.
Yeah,
but man, we had so much fun at those shows. We were doing so many things we shouldn't be doing.
it was actually
Light that up, bro.
You got a light?
Yeah, right there.
Damn, Remo rolled that up quick, right?
I knew I asked the right person.
Yeah, you definitely did.
you with the dreads.
Can you roll a split or what?
So what up? If you had to pick another track that we can jam, Remo, what would you choose?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know.
What do you think, Josh?
What was that? What was the one that you did with recently with what's his name?
Who that? Rankin Joe?
Was that him? I mean, Rankin Joe always kills it. That one.
What's the
It's
name
called
of the song?
Delivery Service.
Here,
Delivery Service. That's the one. Yeah.
Here, do me a favor.
There was one tune that you played, Remo, the last time we all went out there to Caribbean mix when your band was out there.
Okay.
And I think like Monks was on the thing. Shout out Monks. There was Monks. It was like your birthday.
Yeah, my birthday.
Right? Yeah. There was one tune that I remember you said right before y'all started playing you hadn't released. I can't remember the name of the tune, bro.
We still haven't even recorded that song yet. Hey Baby Girl.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
like a love song kind of vibes, you know.
Yeah,
slow,
yeah.
but it's like really heavy, man. It's really.
Yeah.
Oh, you
You guys haven't recorded it yet?
No, we just been performing it.
Lyrical Dawn. That's the one I was thinking of.
Okay, we'll put that one on.
Damn, this tastes good, bro.
Been coughing this whole time.
Lyrical done, you know lyrics can done. And with the microphone when the rhythm press play. Sit down on a rhythm like I'm here to stay. I'm go nowhere till I get my share. Lyrical done, you know lyrics can done. And with the microphone run the rhythm press play. Sit down on a rhythm like I'm here to stay. I'm go nowhere till I get my share. You want to picture, think it fit, so get physical. Build up your spiritual, mental capacity, don't ever turn criminal. Lyrics like me coming from the Banton line. Uromo, Jamaica, or Panto Bantan. Yes, you know, Serimo are the real Mexican. Any kind of wall, we're gonna break them down. Too hard to get over, we're gonna go under. I'm not Michael Jackson, but with the lyrical done, you know lyrics can done.
Yeah, that bass drop.
With the microphone.
Man, this is fire, bro.
This was produced by this brethren named Kuchal Dub from Chile.
Hey, dude, you know Dusty?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it seems like you would know Dusty.
Yeah, Dusty's good people, man. Yeah, we recorded a song it's a while ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, so it should be coming out sometime.
Oh, it's gonna drop soon?
I don't know if it's soon. I don't have a
Or
date
it's
for it
gonna-
yet. But whenever No, Dusty has like a system where he works, you know, where
I mean, he was in my. I did a book. I did a series of books called Instacrack, all instant photography, and he was in my last book. Like, man, his studio is.
yeah,
His
you've been
studio
over
is
there.
so dope. Yeah, man, produce like.
Yeah,
It's just walking in like it just smelled like sage. It just smelled very like the vibes were chill.
yeah, it's a cool spot, man. I love going down there when we get to go down there, you know. Dusty's good people, you know.
You build some speakers.
I did. I built some speakers for a studio actually.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, not for the recording studio, but for there's a like a DJ room
Yeah.
where they do like live streams from there.
Oh, okay,
And
okay. Yeah.
if you look at one of the live streams, there's these custom speakers in the back, and you know, I built those for him.
Sick.
Yeah, he had asked me to do that, and I still got to build him another two.
Excuse me.
So yeah, you know.
How long does it take you to build something like that, Remo?
Well, it depends, you know, how complex it is or how many or whatever, you know. Like, you know, like you can get like a box a day, you know, or maybe 2 boxes a day done, you know, depends on how complex they may be, you know. Like those boxes I built for Dusty, you know, I think I was there 2 days and I built them, you know. But they were like custom, you know, like we didn't go down there with a plan, we just went down there and just created it from scratch, you know, pretty much. So yeah, but you know, it's fun.
Man,
It's fun building.
I know. I'm showing some. I'm showing some pictures there with some friends in July. My homeboy Tommy Lee, Abec. Kind of stoked about that. I haven't shown anything in a while.
That's what's up.
I always have fun when I go down there. I like it down there. It's it's just like a cleansing vibe. It's right by the water too.
Yeah,
Like-
Corpus is cool, you know. Corpus is like, you know, it kind of slows down, you know,
Yeah.
because you know sometimes when you're over here, everything's just so fast and so much traffic and everything. And you go down there, you know, and like downtown's pretty chill, you know. You're not really stressed out, you know. You're not gonna be stuck in traffic, you know, or stressing out about whatever, you know, because everything's right there, you know. And yeah, you know, Corpus is cool. Oh shit.
Shoot, man. How long you been doing shows?
I started performing for the first time. The first time I performed on a stage, singing was in 2005. That was New Mexico with the Brotherhood Sound System. You know, and I was like emceeing, you know, like singing some songs and whatever.
So what's like the most memorable moment you've had like performing? Anything that like stick out?
Whoa, yeah, there's so many, man. Man, memorable performances.
Like what's something dope to you that like you never thought you would have done but you did?
I mean, it's like every day is like that, you know what I mean? Because, like, every day I'm doing something that I'm like, man, you know, like, I didn't expect this, you know? Like, you know, like, just kind of people, like, appreciating the work that you put in, you know, because, like, this whole sound system thing is it's kind of unique, you know what I mean?
I mean, it seems like it's a lifestyle, like from what I'm taking.
Yeah.
System culture.
Yeah, you know what I
it
mean?
seems like yeah.
Like it's not just some casual thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to be into it. You got to be into it. It's not something you just pick up like on the weekend or something like that. You know, it's just you know everything I do is related to music. You know, so the sound system is just an extension of that. You know, but it's really like this last few weeks I've been thinking about it. While I've been organizing this anniversary party, and it's just like. The sound removes, like, my face, you know, from the interactions that we're doing, and it kind of, like, allows people to just work around the sound, you know? So it's like a shared thing, you know, and I'm not really, like, hogging it where it's just like, oh, it's just me, and we're only going to play this or whatever. I'm open, you know, to the sound being an expression for different people, you know what I mean? Same way, like Forum Sound is doing. And, you know, I think we need more of that, you know, where we could just be like, the sound is where we meet, You know what I mean? That's like the uniting force, you know, where everything's cool for a minute at least, you know?
Yeah, you're crossing boundaries, bringing people together.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And there's a difference between that and me being an artist, you know, Sergeant Remo, because Sergeant Remo is like limited to the people that enjoy my music, you know, because that's the only real meeting point we have, you know, unless it's somebody is my friend or something, you know. But the sound system like allows us to meet in different ways, you know, and I think that's the most, you know, aside from performing in a lot of cool shows with great artists and stuff like that, you know, like a lot of my energy right now is in the sound system, you know.
I mean, it also gives the music like a physical, I don't know, body. Like you
Like
actually feel you actually feeling the music. Yeah, exactly. It's a physical presence, and you're feeling frequencies that you wouldn't normally hear, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just the sound system is a unique thing, you know, because if you never experienced it, you know, it's just a stack of speakers, but it reproduces the music in ways that we usually can't hear them, you know, in other places. And
which I would say they're not just speakers. Like that's an instrument right there. Because you also have to tune into the room.
I mean, just the presentation itself. Like I said, like when you see those speakers, it's just like, oh damn, like that's dope. You don't see something like that at every show, you know? Like
yeah, you know,
it's a centerpiece.
Yeah, exactly. It's a centerpiece. It's fucking functional.
Yeah.
Yep. Man, when I walked into Friends of Sound when it was set up in there, Remo, with that red light hitting off the bottom, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was you literally. I remember I just took a picture just of the speakers. I was like, man, this shit's dope.
yeah.
It like, man, I had a set that I kind of thought in my head what I was gonna do, kind of curated it, and then I walked in there and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play that because it just like gave me a whole nother, I don't know, just another vibe. I just felt
man, it's you got to experience it. You can see it. You can see pictures of it. You can see videos of it even. But if you're not there, you know, then everything you hear is going to be slightly better, you know. You know, and I don't know. I think that's cool, you know, because that was one of the main goals, you know, when putting it together was like, I don't just want it to be loud and annoying, you know. I want it to be loud and pleasant, you know. Where it's it's like, damn, that beats, but I like turn it up, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like instead of being like, yo, turn that shit down, you know. Because you know sometimes you go somewhere and it's just so loud, you know, and it starts.
The sound's bad. Like
you also have DJs who are like redlining the shit out of it. You know,
true.
Abusing the speakers.
Well, I mean, the technique is also important, you know.
For sure.
But if you know how to use the machine, you know what I mean.
I seen some DJs who I knew were good DJs spinning on really shitty sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Remo sound is not that. It's like the complete opposite of that. I mean,
that's the goal, you know.
It's like when I've spun on your shit, like you know when I like knew I was gonna spin, like at the place where I first met you, Lou, it was at the Josephine Theater, but on the outside. Yeah. And I knew it was gonna be out there. I picked like tunes that were real bass heavy, like the bass lines were.
That was your first time playing
on the Remo sound system. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And so I was like picking tunes.
I had invited you out before, I think, but I don't think you.
I don't think so. I remember the first time I saw it was you threw a show like right before the pandemic popped off at Caribbean Mix. Mm-hmm. Remember, and it was like some D&B dudes from like England that Monks brought out.
Oh yeah. I remember that. That was a good show.
That was a good show.
Those guys ran the sound heavy. Yeah.
Hell yeah, they did. Because that's like, I think there in the UK, they're more about like we need proper sound.
Yeah, they care. You know, like it matters. You know,
what's the heart of the show? You know?
Yeah,
if you have bad sound, you're gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad night. Yeah,
exactly. You got to hear this music on proper sound. You know.
Man, speaking of proper, I like your hoodie. That's what's up.
You know, always proper. That's Cody Valdez. Shout out.
Yeah,
Cody Valdez.
He's actually coming on in a few weeks.
1999.
Him, Beautiful Lou, and Mikey Strange, and I think Zerk said he was coming too.
Yeah, man. Josh actually I think you were the one who started listening to them. I was like, dude, they're tight. Because
Yeah,
I love that.
I was playing them nonstop, and everyone's asking me, so what is that, lo-fi trap or what? I was like,
because it sounds like
funk.
I was tripping out when I saw you knew who Cody was, because like
yeah, no, I've been playing his music for years. I didn't know he was from San Antonio.
yeah, he was making beats for like one of my homies who was on the podcast maybe like a couple episodes ago. They got a brand called Stogies,
Okay.
and the homie Ralph, he was rapping. I heard the music. I'm like, who made that beat? And he told me like, I was like, oh wow, that Always Proper's pretty big overseas.
they are. Yeah, they got a big like the funk scene. Because you know, it's like
It's
for
big
me,
in Spain, Russia,
for
Like
me,
Ukraine, bro.
Ukraine. Yeah.
A bunch of the artists are from there.
Yep.
Have the
Yeah.
roster
It's
and
weird too. Because
Yeah.
like me, I loved 3-6 Mafia growing up, right? Like they're darker, kind of spooky
Yeah.
sounding shit, right? And funk kind of takes that on a little bit. Some of it's a little more lo-fi, but a lot of it's like it sounds like some old school 3-6 like Memphis underground shit.
Ripped
Yeah.
from a tape.
Yeah. like purposely low quality,
Yeah.
but it's still like dirty. The bass is like hitting hard.
Oh, that's the whole point. Yeah.
It's dope. And apparently they have a big, huge scene for that in Russia and the Ukraine and a lot of those European countries out there, dude. It's weird. You wouldn't think that. Like, I mean, I'm like, shit, dude. That's dope. There's this one dude who we follow named Regal86 who's actually from like, I think he's like from Monterrey.
Uh-huh.
And he spends more like footwork and produces. He's like footwork and like Miami bass kind of music sounding shit.
Yeah.
But with a lot of like 3-6 samples, like Memphis underground hip hop samples. He's dope. Real dope. And it's just like, damn, I didn't know that sound stretched that far.
You'd be surprised, man.
Yeah.
Music
It's crazy.
travels.
Yeah.
Music really travels.
It's dope.
Yeah, man, it's crazy where music and money will take you. Like if you start following where money's coming from. Throw another one out. What's this about?
This is a love letter to Aaron. Ooh, yeah. This is our baby. This is my favorite track, dude. Like, after everyone's gone and leaving, like, forum session, like, I'll pop this on.
Oh yeah.
Just to fall asleep, yeah.
What is this? What you opened it with?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Thanks, man.
Pretty chill, yo.
Yeah, he's a very technical producer, and I'm more of like, I come from like 90s hip hop, Pete Rock and stuff. That style of making like sampling. Both of our styles meshed together.
Yeah, this is very different from like the other track you were playing earlier.
Yeah. This is dubstep. That's all Aaron.
Man, you didn't promote this more, bro. I never knew you had this up there.
Well, that show that we had at Friends of Sound, that was the release party.
For real?
Yeah.
See, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together on that.
Yeah. It was on the flyer.
You need to be on the mic, yo, like announcing it, yo.
Yeah, I need to. I just thought.
That's why you showed up. Like, yo, they just showed up because they saw your face on there, yo. That's it.
Yeah, it was a release party. But that was more me, like, I don't know, celebrating my friend. Because, like, all the years that we shared together.
Because this is dope, man. Everything you showed me on this album is sick, sir. Like,
Oh, thank you.
like,
It's clean, yo.
yeah.
I mean, shout out to Ouya.
Yeah, for real.
He's the one who does like the heavy lifting. I mean, we each have our own solo tracks on there too, but he's dope at mastering. He's dope at mixing. You know. He's all around a great artist.
Well, what's the plan? I guess just kill what's in the bar cart if y'all are down. I saw you eyeing it, Ray.
I was, dude.
What's up with that? What's up with some of those? Bring some of those out.
What are you trying to drink?
Shit don't matter. If y'all want to kill the tequila, you can kill the tequila. I'll kill something else.
Let me get a bottle of water, yo.
It's water on the rocks. Actually, I'll take the heart.
Are you for real trying to?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, whatever. Whatever you throw me, I'll drink. I don't care.
Excuse me. Sorry.
We're just drinking straight, right? There's nothing to mix it with over there, bro.
There's water to chase it with.
I'm good.
I got a topo if you're down with that.
Oh, you know, Tito's and soda is good. The topo.
Yeah, yeah. I like chasing it with water sometimes. Most of the time.
You know, yeah. That's a good idea.
So what? You got anything planned for this year, Remo?
I mean, we just working, you know what I mean? We working. You know, we're doing the anniversary party tomorrow. The next thing is I'm doing sound for Fred Stock over at SAC, their music festival. And
Oh, I remember that.
yeah. We're running sound over there with their system on April 8th, and then doing the Dallas Reggae Festival April 9th. That's gonna be a long weekend, you know. But yeah, that's what's coming up. And then we got a few other things, you know, in the works. And we're just gonna keep working, man, nonstop. Yeah.
I mean, that's how you got to keep it going. Got to keep moving. If you don't if you don't keep moving, you become stagnant.
One thing you got to come check out is April 22nd, yo, it's on a Friday. We're doing the next Ragamuffin event. We haven't done a Ragamuffin event for a minute, you know what I mean?
What's that about?
The Ragamuffin is like these shows that we were doing before the pandemic, you know what I mean? And it was just kind of like bring in like a guest artist, you know, get a bunch of well, not a bunch, but, you know, get a lineup of like the local artists. You know, we had some good ones, you know what I mean? Like we brought like Six Block and Jamalski, and the Brethren Buka came out, you know.
Well, that was our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of different shows that we've done, you know what I mean, that have been good, and then it kind of slowed down with the pandemic. You know, we took a break like everybody else, and, you know, we're just getting started again, you know. So the Ragamuffin series, April 22nd, we got the sister in Erika, which I don't know if you've heard her, yo, but she's a DJ, and she's down in Corpus. She's living down in Corpus. She lives between there and New York, and so she's gonna come and DJ with us, you know. And we got Jace on the bill, and we got Mighty Monks, and we got Elisa.
Where's this gonna be?
It's gonna be a Caribbean mix too.
Okay.
Yeah, and we got Elisa Rose on the bill too. So a little bit of mix of some different vibes, you know, but it's gonna be like one of the bigger events, you know, that we do in a while, you know.
That sounds dope. That sounds like a good time. So what, you gonna drop some music soon, dude?
Well, I'm spinning at Subspace
Uh-huh.
on Saturday with Jason them. Other than that, no, dude. kind of been just chilling, spinning with these dudes. Yeah. Yeah. I might jump on the decks tomorrow with Jason.
More to come, yeah. He's got to show up, man. You got a spot.
It's always an honor, bro,
That's
to
what's up.
spin on the Remo sound system.
Yeah, man, come through, man. Bring a USB.
Lou, vodka or tequila for you, bro?
Tequila. There we go. There we go. So next week I got an interesting little show.
What you got going on?
One of my homies, he just like with the city of San Antonio, he made these like they're like bikes, like you know those little birds you can rent and ride around, like the little scooters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made some dirt bike looking things like that, and he's gonna put them, you know, in the corners downtown and stuff like that.
And you could just rent them?
Yeah, he's gonna let me test drive it next Thursday. I'm kind of stoked about it.
A little nervous.
A little bit. I don't know what it's. You know what I mean? Have you ever fallen on a bird?
I've never fallen on a bird, but I've fallen
But they
like on a
can't be
bike.
fast, can they? Are they actually going to be fast?
I don't know how fast. You're right. I
That'd
doubt it can't
That'd
be
be like
that fast.
hazardous, you know? Like,
Yo, I saw some people take a spill on one downtown one time, dude. It was bad. It was bad.
because even though scooters can be kind of dangerous, you know?
No,
Because they're kind of high, you know? So you don't really have good control over them.
Yo,
Well, when you
Remo,
first take off on those things, like if you like crank it, you're like, you're gonna jump.
well, there was two people riding on this one.
Oh.
It was-
that already sounds bad.
They might have been drunk, but it was like during the day. But yeah, dude, I saw them, and then where I was like at the stoplight, I couldn't see them for like a minute, and then when I turned the corner, I could see them taking the spill, and the dude just laid out, like, cause the girl was like hanging behind, right, and the dude was just like laid out, like not moving, and the girl was like, It was bad.
I know.
Terrible, yo.
I took an ugly spill in Austin. I tried to catch myself. I caught myself. I didn't fall, but like it was embarrassing.
How did it happen?
I was like cranking it, trying to go. I was a little too drunk, and it went a little fast. It went faster than I.
That seems to be a familiar thing.
It's a
Yeah. Anytime something bad happens, I'm usually drunk.
Yeah.
I know some of the homies were talking. Some of my graffiti artist homies were talking about that last podcast or 2 podcasts ago. How they always get caught when they're drunk.
Yeah, I mean, some of my worst sets were when I was, hammered.
There's a sticker of me hammered. I'm a sticker. I'm
Yeah,
a
he's
forum
a
sticker.
Whoa, I want to see
He's
the
a
sticker.
logo. Oh, it's in your
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's the one with pants.
with pants.
There was one where it looked like a T-shirt. It was like a pair of. I saw like a pair of Levi's.
Yeah, that's him on the floor.
Oh, that's him on the floor.
I just covered his face with the.
And it's only like half my legs. I look like
Yeah.
Lieutenant Dan, bro, from Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Zerk cut him out, and I just put the forum logo over his face.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's the most drunk I've ever seen him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
man, I don't even know.
And I didn't have any.
Don't ask.
I didn't have any furniture on that. So what you don't see is there's a folding chair that he's sleeping on.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I do remember. One of the homies,
Wow, how comfy was that?
I don't know, but I do remember saying like, yeah, you could use the cushion seat as like a pillow. And
That sounds like a great drunk
They
moment.
could have easily told me like, "Hey, get this dude a blanket or something." I had no idea. I was hammered too, so I already passed out.
Good old drunk times, right? Good old drunk times.
Yeah, sometimes they're fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes not so much.
yeah. That's just life. It's good and it's bad.
Yeah, most of my forum sets are me bombing
Really?
for about like 30, 40 minutes. Yeah.
that's a lie, bro. Nah.
No. There's a couple good ones, but if you really watch them, like it's like if I'm on shrooms or something, I play the same track like 5 times in like 20 minutes.
Well, of course, you're on psychedelic drugs. Like, you don't know what's going on.
Dude, my
You're
brain
only like halfway there. The other part's just like, happy. Like, just extreme happiness.
Yeah, no, my brain gets wiped like immediately after I play that track.
I mean, I can't drive when I'm on shrooms. I mean, I can't do anything technical either.
I guess I get caught in a loop. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, feedback loop of how good that track sounds.
Man, I remember one time, me and my boy, I was like 17. We thought we could like drink all this mushroom tea. We made like a half ounce into tea, split it between two people.
And you're how old?
I was like maybe 17.
17.
And we went to go see Tool. And Meshuggah was opening up. And they were so scary. I was just curled up in a ball crying. Like,
You're so scary.
and I told myself I wasn't going to eat mushrooms in public like that again. And like,
Microdosing is fun.
well, yeah.
I like that.
Of course, that's way different.
No, I can't do like grams of shrooms.
Yeah, I can't. I don't do anything like that
public,
anymore. I like, I like a little half gram
Yeah.
and just lay there and, giggle at the sun.
I did. The most I ever done was a half an eighth. And like the walls were breathing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for a second, the walls melted and all that shit.
Lovely. Yeah.
Then me and Rich started like talking telepathically. It was crazy.
It was Rich's fault that I turned into the fucking drunkster sticker. That's the dude who I was telling. I think that folding chair could be a nice pillow. Yeah. And then
What a dickhead. Yeah. All anyone would have dude. That's hilarious. I didn't know it was Richard telling you that.
Hey, I got a weird question. I don't know what y'all said reminded me of this question, but do you think our phones can read our minds?
I think they're communicating not just with what we're doing, but also with other people.
Yeah,
I think our phones talk to each other.
I think any
because earlier this week, I had a clog in my sink, and I didn't talk about it to anybody. I just fucking unclogged my sink, but the phone was in the bathroom with me. And then later on in the day, I see an ad for like this thing for like unclogging the sink, and I'm like, what the?
It tracks.
Oh, okay. So you didn't even.
I didn't talk about it
because what I was gonna say is I think everything with the mic.
I know they're listening. I know they listen and they like auto.
You're saying.
Like, I didn't talk about it. I didn't talk about that to anybody. It's just something I had to do before I went to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a common thing.
Like, that shit just kind of tripped me out. I was just like, what the fuck?
Do you have the face recognition shit on your phone?
Yeah.
That's it? They say that, I don't know. Maybe it is.
I like how you did that. They say that,
I don't know. I mean, it could be, I don't know. That's weird. Maybe you just thought it into existence.
Well, I don't know. Like, all right, this is a horrible one. All right, so the other day I'm sitting there scrolling through my shit. Well, first, I had this horrible hemorrhoid. So I'm just scrolling through my ads. I didn't talk to anybody about this shit. And then I'm scrolling through my ads and I see like hemorrhoid relief cream and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't talk to anybody about this. Like, how do you know?
Yeah, it gets real personal.
Like I don't remember speaking about it, and I just like it popped in my feed out of nowhere, man. And that was twice. Like,
yeah, well, sometimes you get ads from other people. So like, say like I'm partying with other people, and I get an ad for like, like alcohol recovery programs and shit. And I'm hanging out with someone who drinks a lot. You know what I mean? Like it's shit like that. It's weird. Like it's uncomfortable. You get like an ad like, HIV testing and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? It's like, who am I hanging out with?
What are they Googling?
I mean, all that stuff plays into it, like it's.
I don't know. It's just something that's been on my mind. Been on my mind pretty heavy this past week. Like, it's like, man, are you reading my mind? Like, what's going on? I know I'm not talking about this stuff. Why is it just popping up like this? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
No, that's a real thing, and I think it's They say our phones aren't listening to us and our technology isn't like tracking us and shit. But I was like, it says allow app to track. You know what I mean? Like constantly. So I'm like,
this is baby Terminator shit.
No, it is completely. And it's a part of us, which is even weirder.
Yes.
I don't go anywhere without this piece of shit. This fucking brick in my pocket.
Yeah, it was funny because like a couple weeks ago I went to Hopscotch, and have y'all been to that spot?
Yeah.
That yeah. Well, like the ball pit. Did you go into the ball pit? Were you allowed to? Was it during COVID?
I've only been there once. I didn't go in it.
Well, they had a ball pit. Like I remember, the first time I went, we weren't allowed to like go in it because of COVID. Second time we went, we were allowed to go in there. Throw the balls around, whatever. Well, anyways, my homegirl loses her phone, and she like, you could just see it in her face for like 2 minutes, just like just the shock, the fear.
That's me.
Hey, but it was cool. Like, it was just like, yo, we lost a phone. Everybody started looking for the phone. I thought that was cool. Yeah. But yeah, man, these things are crazy. They're kind of scary. Low key scary. Low key, I still love you, though.
Yeah, I'm sure if someone could do a time lapse, you just see like the fucking accessories just start getting more and more integrated in our faces. You see where the wire gets cut, and like now we're doing the ear pods, and we got the watch, starts slowly becoming part of us and shit. It's fucking weird. You time lapse that. Oof.
We're
Scary.
headed that way. I mean, that's transhumanism.
What's it called? The singularity.
Singularity. Can we turn this into a conspiracy theory podcast?
No, I'll pass on that, man.
I'll pass.
Damn it.
I'll pass on that. Let me get off my weird shit because it's a little too weird. Creeps me
when the
out.
bud comes out.
You already said it. So they heard it. And now they see you making that face.
Uh-oh.
And they know what you're thinking right now.
They probably do. Like, I don't know. It probably just plays chess and figures it out. Who knows?
Oh, well.
Well, you said you got the show in tomorrow? Tomorrow's the 4-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And then you said you had another show April 19th?
April 8th.
April 8th.
And 9th.
And 9th.
And 22nd.
22nd. Man, sounds like you're going to have a good April.
Yeah, April's looking good.
What was that one called again?
Tomorrow?
The one in April.
That's the Ragamuffin.
Do y'all have already like a headliner?
Yeah, Erika. Yeah, Erika, she's the DJ. I was talking about it earlier.
Yeah. I heard you talking about
Yeah.
Dope.
Yo, if they want to catch Forum Sound, where can they catch it at?
You can catch us on twitch.tv/forum_sound. And that's where you can also catch Subspace. And sometimes I do out in the field stuff where I'll stream other people's shows. So.
Subspace this Saturday.
Yeah, also Subspace this Saturday. We got Domzer, Sports Mode, DJ, bass set, Zergtronic, DJ Pleasant, sorry. And Ease.
This 160 shit that, we're talking about, Lou, it's like, I think in like the DJ scene, a lot of people think like footwork and juke, right?
Yeah.
But just like Josh was saying, it's not constricted to that at all. Like we're playing anything and everything that's at the 160 beats per minute.
Even
tempo.
if it's not at 160.
Yeah.
Speed it
We'll
up.
break
Break the rules.
Yeah.
Some DJs don't like that. Some DJs, if it's 140, they like to play it at 140.
But if we had to stick to 160, there's a wide, variety of shit that we all spin. Pleasant, shout out Pleasant, Zerk. All of us kind of will play.
Yeah.
All kind. Ooh yeah. And bass set. We'll all play just like different shit, dude. Like it goes all over the place. That's the dope thing about that tempo, the 160. It shouldn't be constricted to a specific genre. You should just play whatever the fuck you want. And if we want to play it at that tempo, then okay, fine, but we're going to play whatever we want at that tempo, When I try to spin that shit, I'll throw in like the footwork and juke and just so people can.
Yeah, of course. I always also want to respect, the roots.
Yeah, for sure.
But, doesn't always have to be just
Yeah.
one thing. I
If
feel
you
like that. I feel scenes get stale when they do that,
I feel like that too. Like I love drum and bass. That's the shit that I
That's what we grew up on.
Yeah, that's what I grew up on. That's, when I went to my first rave in the early 2000s, all of my friends were listening to house and shit. And,
And then there'd be the little corner where they're playing drum and bass.
yeah, that's exactly what happened. Like I went with them more to just like hang out and do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't respect the culture. I didn't know about the culture. So I just like went thinking that was it. House and trance, and I went to some fucking room and I just heard the psh, psh, and I was like, damn, what is that? Yeah. But I can't listen to drum and bass all night long. Or even for like an hour, dude. Like,
yeah, I can do it like, in like maybe 20-minute increments. Then I need to switch it up a little bit.
could be my ADHD. I don't know. But
Because I know if I'm driving to that, like, I fall into the zone and I'll like fall asleep if I'm listening to it for too long.
Just too much of anything could be bad.
Oh, yeah, man. Too much of everything can be bad.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, it's about that time. I broke the seal earlier, so I gotta pee every 5 minutes. It's horrible. I appreciate you fellas sitting down, talking, chatting it up with me. It was a fun night. Got really foggy with you. You could roll a hell of a joint, bro.
Yeah.
All right, sitting next to me is Jace. Jace, if they want to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
Instagram, Jace_Spocky. JACESPOCKEY.
There you go. There you go. There you go. All right, Remo, if they want to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
Sergeant Remo, SGT REMO.
Hey, and if they want to hear the music, where can they hear the music at?
Man, it's everywhere, man. iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you like.
You got any videos on YouTube or anything like that?
Yeah, we got quite a few videos.
What do they tap in the YouTube?
It's Sergeant Remo TV.
Just SGT?
SGT REMO TV.
Bet. Okay. and you
to the channel, yeah.
There you go. And Doomser, if they want to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
Instagram.
Instagram?
Domzer _. God damn you. Domzer _210.
Sorry.
Well, fellas, it was great having y'all. It was a fun night.
Sorry for coughing on the mic. Jesus.
Nah, I'm into that. Y'all have a good night.